Hey, this is Todd. I want to show you a really cool new feature in ChatGPT. It just came out a couple of days ago. It's called Deep Research. And just like the name implies, they claim it's like hiring a PhD level research assistant that will comb through the internet, gather relevant information, and bring it back. Where traditionally a GPT will comb through the data that it's been trained on and then bring that back. This is gathering live information at a PhD level, or so they claim. So I'm giving it a couple of use cases right now before I start throwing HubSpot data at it and saying, okay, now analyze this. So I'm just giving a couple of content creation type ideas to it. The first one is we have Rand Fishkin coming to our podcast next week. We're kind of stoked. He's willing to do some fun segments with us. So I'm brainstorming a segment right now and threw it in to test this deep research feature. So I said, hey, this is what I'm thinking. I want to have a segment called Mustache You a Question, because he famously has a pretty epic mustache. And it's where I'm saying this or that. Here's two hot topics, and which side of the fence do you reside on and why? And so I really want to personalize it though. So I said, okay, you're a world-class, marketing analyst and researcher. I want you to comb through the internet and find out topics that Rand has talked about and that maybe are controversial. I want you to find a topic and present it as a this or that. But then I want you to break down, okay, what has Rand said about this topic? And then who has supported him on this? And then who has opposed? And I want you to bring me, show me the receipts. Well, this is my first take, at this deep research. And I want to show you what I'm finding. So I come in here and unlike normally when I give it a prompt where it just instantly spits this out, this has taken a good 20 minutes. So it'll actually comb through and it's like, okay, I'm thinking. But what it does is it shows you what it's thinking about. It's saying, hey, I'm reading through different sites right now. I'm analyzing the topics, and it breaks it down. So this is what it found. It's got several topics like paid advertising versus organic. And then it's saying, here's Rand's perspective, but it's showing the receipts over here on the right. This is where he's talked about it. It actually is pulling information from a YouTube interview, or YouTube video that he's on. But I really like, because I can quickly see, oh, this is relevant data. This is from January. This one's like October. This one's back just a little bit this past summer. But it's showing all the sources. I really like this one that it just found this SEO focused content versus zero click content. I've heard Rand talk about zero click content, so I loved that it found this. And again, it's got here's his perspective and here's the opposing views, and it's showing the receipts there. Awesome. This is a great brainstorming tool. I'm going to show this to Chad tomorrow and we can kind of brainstorm, is this good? Can we make this a fun segment that's really tailored to Rand? Additionally, I threw in a bigger challenge. I said, I've done a video recently where I analyzed 6 different lead channels. Chad and I did a bunch of research and we're like, how do referrals for their lead gen, how does that compare to 5 other lead channels? So we did a bunch of research, put together this video. So I took the transcript from that video, threw it in to ChatGPT and said, okay, you're a world-class analyst. I want you to find information that backs up my claims here, additional resources and data that backs up my claims. But then I want you to find data that counters my claims on these 6 channels. And this is what I'm looking at so far. Now, I've just opened this up literally just a couple of minutes ago. It finished its research. Again, I've got all the sources identified over here. It's breaking this out like a white paper level report. I look at this and go, wow, this could really make for a really nice piece of content that I could create for the site that kind of, hey, here's the video and here's all the content and here's additional data. But maybe I even do a follow-up episode now to that says, you know what, here's some additional reports that support what we say, and here's some data that actually maybe counters a little bit. So maybe we could beef that up even more. So far, it gives me a nice executive summary here, external factors in 2025 that could be impacting each of these, and recommendations that it's giving. So that's just the executive summary, and then it is going into a really deep breakdown. Now, these were the 6 channels that I actually analyzed with my data, and it's going in and looking at that and saying, oh wow, the cost per click in home service search advertising is about $6.55 per click. And that was data I didn't include in my video, and it's given me the nice resource there. I'm really excited to comb through this and see how it shakes out and to check some of these sources. So in one case, it's helping me brainstorm what I can do for Rand's podcast. In another case, it's beefing up some content I have and helping me create some additional content. I can't wait to throw some HubSpot data at it, some of the lead quality scoring data that Chad and I have been compiling, and seeing what it can do there then. So have you tried it out, the deep research feature? What are your initial thoughts? Is this a PhD level assistant that's now at marketers' disposal? Anyway, I'm finding out so far it's pretty impressive, and it's really helped me out in the brainstorming phase. I'm excited to see what it can do beyond that. We'll see you later.